road looks like whatever you want it to look like. You know, if you want to keep your 9 to 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Pie.
Desde el rancho al mundo.
But I'm going to speak up.
Vamos a poner las pilas porque estamos en el rancho in Joshua Tree, outside of the studio.
Oh, we're outside for
we
sure.
outside.
We're outside for sure.
I just warned everybody watching right now, at one point, a special guest will appear. We don't know how, but he may come around us. He's living life back there. Jack, can you do us the honors in asking a very important question to introduce our special guest?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we're just going to start right in, if that's okay. So I'm here with Patty. And Patty, can you tell me a little bit about yourself before business, before you became an entrepreneur? Who are you?
Oh my gosh, where do I start? I think we have to start in my teen years. I was a little rockera. Speaking of Blink-182, we were talking about maybe ditching the pod to go see Blink-182 for the side quest.
Que miedo. For the plot.
But I grew up as a little rockera, born in East LA, Boyle Heights, but my parents moved to the IE, so I grew up in a place called Colton, California. And I grew up super rockera, like very much my whole goal, my whole MO was like, how can I piss off my parents? So a lot of Hot Topic, a lot of Green Day, a lot of those little pulseritas, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I know what you're saying.
So I think I've always kind of been like a little rebellious. And that rebellion, like eventually, I think kind of like brought me to the career that I have now and where I'm at in life.
It was running through her DNA since day one.
Can you tell our audience what kind of business do you have? What do you do?
Yeah, so I have 2 businesses. One of them is called Hija De Tu Madre. We are a Latina lifestyle brand, so we design apparel and accessories that are all Latino inspired. I've been doing this for almost a decade. It'll be 9 years in November. I started when I was 25, and I was like very much inspired by creating a space that like really celebrated being Latina, but in a way that wasn't corny. Because when I was growing up, like the only time you would see being Mexican represented in fashion or something was like a chihuahua on a t-shirt, some Cinco de Drinko corny merch, and we're more than that. So
100%.
Yeah. And I really wanted to kind of change that and like really show fashion in a way that like honors culture in an interesting way. So that's one business. And then earlier this year, we launched another brand. I like can't seem to stop. Like I'm like, one business is enough. Why did I do this to myself? But my other brand is called Father, and we design Western-inspired leather heirlooms. So these cowboy boots that I'm wearing and this jacket, and it's been fun. It's been a journey.
Wow. Entrepreneurship is a little addicting, huh?
It's a drug. No, seriously, it's a drug.
Did you know that this was going to be your path when you were younger?
I knew I was going to be creative. It just, the medium wasn't like clear, but I've always been like a creative, like artsy fartsy type. Like I wanted to be a journalist when I was growing up, and I always thought like that was my path. That is not my path. And I somehow like stumbled upon like design. So much of my career is like a lot of tripping and falling and failing and then doing something else and pivoting and then trying that out. So it was like, it went from like journalism to then like studying religious studies. My bachelor's degree is actually in religious studies. Okay. To then starting a career in graphic design, self-taught, and then from graphic design it went to like starting my own brands. Wow. So it's just been like figuring it out, you know?
Growing up, our parents always told us, ponte las pilas. Get it together, work hard, stay focused, and that is what inspired Pilas Energy. Proudly family owned by Gil and his family. Sweetened with natural agave, packed with 150 milligrams of caffeine from green coffee beans, and balanced with L-theanine for energy without the crash. Whether you need a midday push or a push to crush your goals, Pilas Energy has you covered. Shop online with pilasenergy.com and use code ATTL for 20% off, or find it in the store. So whenever you need that little push, just remember, ponte las pilas.
Yeah. Why your brand Hija De Tu Madre? Like, what? Obviously, we've all heard the phrase. We hear it almost every day. Um, what inspired you to create something that represents la cultura? Like you just mentioned right now, we're more than the cinco de drinko. We're more than just the superficial stuff. So if you can tell us a little bit about that.
So before I started Hija de Tu Madre, I had a travel blog. I was like working as a graphic designer freelance, and this was like before work from home was like even a thing. This is like 2015, 2014. I had a travel blog that was Hija de Tu Madre, and I was traveling all over Latin America. And I was like documenting those travels on a website, hijadetumadre.com. And eventually I ran out of money because a freelance graphic designer will only make so much. So I eventually came back home. And when I came back home, this is like 2016, and a certain someone was running for president at that time for the first time. And there was like a lot of like anti-immigrant, anti-Latino rhetoric. And I was like, okay, I'm doing no more travels, but there's something I want to do for being Mexican. And I want to create a safe space for women who are like proud of where they come from. And when someone calls you an hija de tu madre, you are that girl.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, let's just like repurpose this domain name real quick and turn this into the brand name. And I think it's like so fitting for our community and the way these girls take up space and like are so proud of where they come from.
You know what? You had a point. When they do call you hija de tu madre, you are that
It's
girl.
a compliment.
Oh,
low-key.
for sure. It's kind of like a little badass. Like, for the people who don't know, what does hija de tu madre mean? It means like, damn it. Like, damn you, girl. Like, you,
Like
ahí vas otra vez.
Yeah, and I think that also, like, como estás hablando, like, it trickles down from you not trying to just fit in, you not trying to follow the rules. Because in entrepreneurship, we're not following the rules. You're starting an idea that seems crazy at the moment, unattainable, but it's only crazy until it actually works, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to ask this probably a little later, but I think it's fitting now. Growing up, we're always told, you can do it. You can do anything you set your mind to. You all the motivation, all the affirmations, all the support. But as we get older, it stops. It's don't do that. That's not going to work. That's not right for you. That will lead you into this or that, but you won't succeed in it. Just be safe. Throughout your life, how has that mentality for you changed where you may not get all the support at the beginning, but something in you just still sticks for you to like push?
Yeah. I mean, for me, I have like the mental illness where like if I want to do something, I'm gonna do it. And it is a blessing and it is a curse. And I speak for myself because like I am so creatively motivated. Like Father is born because I had to prove to myself that I could make cowboy boots. And then it turned into a damn business. You know what I mean? Like, because I can't just create. Like, it has to be a part of my whole universe.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think for me is like I'm so inspired by a challenge. And I think doing things that are scary and that are difficult is what keeps you young. It's what keeps the neural pathways growing in your brain. It's what keeps life interesting. And like, I love a challenge. And I know that's really scary for a lot of people.
100%.
But I think most good things are hard and scary.
Yeah. What's that piece of advice that you would tell that 21-year-old, entrepreneur, not even entrepreneur, someone that knows the 9 to 5 doesn't fit them, it doesn't fulfill them, they are meant for more, they want to do more, but they don't have that support that they want? Because when we start something, we hope, man, just say me yes, give me the applause, give me the support. And realistically, when you do something like this, you don't get that. So what would be your best piece of advice for that young lady or that young man that is wanting to do something?
Yeah. Well, I think first of all, like you have to give yourself so much grace because it's so hard to just be a person with an idea and like not having the roadmap because like no one
Yeah.
has a roadmap, you know? So I think give yourself grace first of all. And I think the road looks like whatever you want it to look like. You know, if you want to keep your 9 to 5 and your 6 to 10 is working on that social media content, or maybe it's once a week, I feel like what matters is the little bit that you're chipping away. Because at the end of the time, at the end of the day, like I'm where I'm at, but this is also 9 years, and low key probably more than that, probably
Oh,
like
yeah.
10 plus
Yeah.
years for me to be in this position right now. So I feel like it's all about changing your perspective about like what little thing can I do today to get me where I want to be. Because I think people oftentimes they get too fixated on like I want 100 million followers on TikTok right now. You ain't gonna get that today or tomorrow.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like it's a long. That's what I would say. It's a long game. So what are you gonna do today and tomorrow to get there?
But I think you tapped in on something that it's the mindset. It's the mindset of I can do it. I'm going to challenge myself. I'm going to go after that. Was that instilled from you from a young age? Was your family always like a support system, or how did you get to that mentality?
Yeah, so I'm really lucky because I do have a very supportive family. They are like my ride or dies. However, I think being a little rockera and having Catholic Mexican immigrant family, you know, it didn't always feel that way. But I think for me, like I've always been like I'm a do me. As even as a little kid with my weird ass outfits. Like I'm a do me. And I think when you're so used to like kind of like if you're used to already disappointing your family, if you're already used to like being the weirdo cousin or the weird friend,
Yeah.
like nothing can touch you because you're going to do you. And I think like I still carry some of that in
Did-
adulthood.
Did you always feel like you never really fit in?
Oh, 1000%.
How did you navigate that, maybe through school or through friends or anything like that, trying to find who you are?
Yeah. It's funny because I feel like I'm still figuring it out, but I think that for me, like, I always found home in like my work. So I found home through Hija De Tu Madre by like going back to the motherland, by travel, like I'm a no sabo, so improving my Spanish by documenting what it's like to be in Mexico, you know, where my parents come from. And even with father, like I'm exploring what it means to like have my Mexican history like influence Western fashion. So for me, like it's everything that I do ultimately boils down to like how has this shaped me and the person I am today. And it's all about home for me.
Yeah, it's very important. To my next question too. In a Mexican household, sometimes, most of the time, we don't get the straight up "I love yous" and "I'm proud of yous," but it is shown. In what ways growing up was that shown to you by your family or your parents?
Oh man. It's hard to say because I think, you know, growing up, oh, hello, we have a
Hello.
friend
Are we
here.
we have, ladies and gentlemen, this is pie. Like pumpkin pie. He might block a shot though.
Also, can we just
But-
say shout out to Nob Hill here in Yucca Valley
Yeah.
for
ma'am.
giving us this space.
We're not on camera right now, so this is
shit.
completely blocked.
And for letting us borrow pie.
Pie's in it. He
said,
just
I
wants
need
to be
my
a little
camera.
part of the cheese man. Should
I
we?
said I need my
Dude,
camera
he
time.
loves the boots. There he goes.
Come on, pie.
Here, tap his boot.
Watch the cables.
Well, they did say that.
Yeah. Watch the camera, Jose. You can't make this up, man. You cannot make this up.
Oh my god.
Where were we? Where?
We're saying about being shown I love yous and I'm proud of yous, and growing up in a Mexican household or a Latino household. So if you could break that down for us, because I know you were in the mid-thought before we got interrupted.
I think growing up, I was such like a little rebel rockera that I don't think it registered, and I feel like me and my parents had like such like a challenging relationship because I was just so different than what I think, they were used to.
Yeah.
And so I think it was really hard. But now, I think my family is just like in such a different place and they're very proud of me that I don't know. I just feel so lucky because I know a lot of people don't have that.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I told my dad I was going to start a brand. Oh, my Lord.
Yeehaw or whatever.
When I told him I was going to start the brand, he was pumped. He was so excited. So I think for me, like so much of my work is also an extension of me and my family because my family is like my biggest muse in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And they've like always been my ride or die. But it's hard out here if you don't have a support system like that. You got to create it.
Yeah, you can't go through navigate life alone. And especially in business or your dream or idea, whether people started with you and fell off throughout the journey, like you can never do this alone. There's a lot of the part where you have to do this alone, right? The long nights, the long days. You have to have that self-motivation, and you have to, in a sense, believe in your dream enough for the rest of your team to believe in it too. Because if you show up kind of like, no, pues, we'll figure it out, they're kind of like, well, fuck, why are we going to invest our time? But if you're there, like, echándole ganas, echándole putazo, they're like, all right, we're going to match that energy. And it's hard,
But I think being in business for almost a decade really says something because a lot of businesses don't last, the first 2-3 years. You're working for free a lot of the time. And, at the point that you're at now, those little voices that come in and they whisper and it's like, oh, it's not going to work out. All those little negative thoughts that come in. How do you deal with that after being in a decade of business? Do you still get those?
Absolutely. I still have so much self-doubt and it like creeps up. And then, you have to figure out how to quiet it. And it is a challenge because I think like as you grow, you don't have the same problems maybe you did have when you first started, but it's a new set of problems that trigger new insecurities. The things that I'm maybe insecure about now, I didn't have maybe when I was like 25, 26 first starting the business. But it's hard because I think starting a business is really a test of your like emotional strength. It will test you in ways that are so humbling. And I think I'm like always being humbled. There's always a fire that needs to be put out. There's always a lesson that needs to be learned. And I am like truly still figuring it out a lot of the time, especially even with like father. It's so funny. Like, even though I've been doing Hija for almost 10 years, like with father, I feel like I'm so brand new. Like, wait, how do I do this? What am I doing? Yeah. Like, it's like, I feel like in a lot of ways I'm starting over again. Yeah. But I'm not, Right. But still, like, there's still a little insecurity that creeps up, but you gotta like tell it to be quiet.
And you just keep going.
And like, what is the lesson here? You gotta like therapize yourself,
Yeah, you have to quiet down your own thoughts.
Yeah.
Not so much everybody else's, because everybody's gonna always have an opinion, always gonna have something to say. But those are the things that people should not worry about. You should worry about quieting down your own inner thoughts, because that could be such a setback for one, because you feel like you're not worth it, or you feel like you shouldn't deserve it, or you feel like, man, maybe I'm just too tired and this is never going to work. And then you have to remind yourself, like, look in the mirror and be like, yo, I got this. You can do this. And look at yourself.
God. It's so true. Because even like, I know this sounds also like so naive, but I just realized that like, we're going to have uncontrollable thoughts and not every thought is correct. That's just like our survival mind trying to protect us. Yep. And just because you have that negative thought, it doesn't mean it's true. Because that's what happens. It's like you'll like feed into a negative thought and then you spiral like I do. And then it's like now you make it a reality, you know? But it's like you need to really figure out how to like sort through these thoughts and like pick out the truth in all of it.
Yeah, and I think being in business for, that long, there's probably a lot of gray areas. Like when business is kind of on a plateau like this. Nothing's moving, your ideas aren't working, you keep trying everything and nothing is happening. So what do you do in those times? Because I know you've had them.
Oh my gosh, are you serious? There's been so many low points, but I think it goes back to like what I said is like business is you're in for the long game, and I think that's you have to like low-key like romanticize your work. Like this is just a tough period. There's gonna be a light. Hopefully, goddamn, there better be a light.
There will be a light
sooner rather than
and
later.
it'll take a while, you know. But it's like you really have to like love the struggle to like do this. Because if it's all win, followers, money, like you're not gonna know what to do when you have a terrible week, when there's tariffs, when there's a global pandemic, when TikTok goes away. You know what I mean? Like you have to be prepared for the hard times too.
Yeah. And can we really fast, before I get to the next question, talk about you hit a great milestone with your brand, Hija De Tu Madre, right? Hija De Tu Madre. And you landed in one of the biggest retail stores
in the
nation. Country, in the nation. So for the people that don't know, where did your little big brand land?
Yeah, so this year we announced that we have a collaboration with Walmart. We designed.
Let's go, baby.
En la Walmart.
En la Walmart.
Period. It is I already forget how many pieces it is, but I think it's 12. 12-piece collection available at walmart.com. And I'm like so proud of it. It's something that it's been like my North Star for a very long time of working with Walmart in this way. And we did it. And I'm so stoked with how it came out and the way we like showed our love for home. Because for me, it's always about home. In the pieces, in the photography, my parents were the models. My tias from Mexico were the models. So it's like truly like a big milestone.
You said something along the lines of, Mom, Dad, this is for you. How important was it for you to create something that represents your culture? And, in our Latino heritage, like our parents saying, esa es mi hija. I'm proud of that. Like, what is this for you? What is this milestone for you and your parents?
Yeah, it was like a very, that's the thing too that people don't understand is like, yes, this is my business, but this has also like it has brought me and my family together too. And so like they always supported me. When I first started the brand, I had just gotten fired from a job. And so like I used my last paycheck to like start Hija De Tu Madre in my parents' living room, mind you, in the IE in Colton, California. And so like they've been there since the very beginning. And so for me, I really wanted to share kind of like this milestone and this really big win with them, because it feels like as much as it's my win and the brand's win, it's really like their win too. Yeah. So I surprised them. I told them we're filming a documentary. I was like, there's going to be a 30-person crew that's coming to the house. Like, clean the house, y'all. hide everything.
Fabuloso on that stuff,
We're going to have a carne asada, like, cool. But really, it was like the entire Walmart crew. And I surprised them. I said, I had a gift for you. And I like give them the gift. And it's like the clothes with like the Walmart Hija De Tu Madre logos. And they freaked out. And I was like, okay, wipe off your tears because now you're going to model the collection.
Right
like,
then and there.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So it was so cool. And it's like the highlight of like my whole year and everything that I've really been working for, because like these things take a long time.
Oh,
I bet.
I think that's every immigrant child's dream, to be able to do something like that for your parents and to give back and, just have them involved, because getting to this point, it's a celebration for sure. But all the work that went into it, a lot of times it doesn't get acknowledged, you know?
Totally.
So
To my question.
Yeah.
Right. Because we set these up really good.
he said, oh, so it's so good.
With all the success that you have gone through, the highs, the lows, the long days, the long nights, the mental battles and struggles, is success worth it?
It depends on what you define as success. Because for me, success is being creative at all costs. And that I feel successful when I'm able to do that. So, but if success for you is like maybe money, fame, followers, like that's, to be interpreted. But for me, it's like, how can I push my creativity? How can I create in new ways and connect with people through this creativity? Yeah. And if I can do that consistently, like, I think I made it. Yeah.
With this collaboration, did you have that I made it moment? Or has it like really, because...
It's funny because, like, I've been working on this Walmart project for 13 months.
Wow.
And,
Jesus.
I also, like, pitched this to them. So it was like no one reached out to me. Like, I went out of my way to, like, send them a proposal, send them this presentation, stalk people on LinkedIn, and, like, I'm going to make this happen. And I think at some point I was like, as soon as I get there, like, it's going to feel like I made it. But no, because there's still more work to do. Now there's more attention. Now we've tapped into new communities. And I just feel like we haven't hit the finish line, but we've hit a point where, like, my mission is getting a little farther.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I mean, as entrepreneurs, you hit a big milestone and then you sit there for an hour or 30 minutes and like, okay, next.
No, seriously.
And then you're like, I need to do more.
Yeah.
I need to do more. Like, I got this and, well, it was bad, but it wasn't that bad. I could do more.
Yeah.
And then you just keep putting yourself into these, like goals that it's like more and more, and it's a ladder, which an entrepreneur that's something that you have to have in you. It's like you have to like the chase.
Yeah.
And like the uncertainty of it.
That's the thing too, like when I was telling you, like, it is a drug.
It is.
Because, like, and this is not good. I think we got to work on this, guys. Because like you work and you focus and you do the thing and you get there and then you don't process the win. At least for me, I don't fully process it, and then you go to the next thing. But I think we got to, like, low-key, like, I really did that.
She did that.
Let me take a break and, like, not, like, ruin this, because I'm like, damn, we really did that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel like it because now I'm like, okay, we got to do that. Now let's work on 2026. You know what I mean?
Are you good on, like, work-life balance?
Hell no, girl.
All right, you guys, we can't go on any further with this episode without talking about where we are. Patty, give us a little rundown of what we're looking at right now.
We are in a ranch in the middle of the high desert. This is my friend Pi.
We're filming. All right, sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. We cannot go any further in this episode before we talk about what is going on and where we're at. So, Patty, can you tell us a little bit about what I'm looking at right now? What's going on?
Yes. So I live in Joshua Tree, California, a beautiful desert in the high des of California. And I wanted to show you guys something different. And so we're at my friend's ranch. This is Nob Hill here in Yucca Valley. We have horses. You can come book a trail ride here. You can come stay here. It is so beautiful. And hopefully some of our horsey friends peek in here.
You guys, this is a horse sanctuary here in Yucca Valley. So they have about 2 different places that you can book out. You can book horseback trail ridings. I think it's great for like a little escape from the city. Bring your girls, have a little day trip out here. It is absolutely beautiful. The horses are stunning. And it's not a far drive from Southern California. What is it, like 2 hours from here?
2 hours from
2
LA.
hours from Southern California. So it is beautiful. It's Nob Hill Ranch. We're going to link their Instagram down below. But it is absolutely stunning. This could be a good spot for you and your girls, for you and your guys. Or heaven forbid you bring out a girl on a date here. I think there's like no way of getting rejected out here.
No,
whatsoever.
Actually, like someone's getting married or doing an engagement
someone's getting
right
proposed to actually right now.
Let me lower my voice.
we're not going to say. But it's a beautiful, beautiful estate, and hopefully we can come out here pretty soon and do the whole damn thing. But you guys, we're going to give you a little tour in our content so you guys can check it out and maybe start your Western era. And if you need an outfit, hit me up. And her. Hit us up. We got you.
Yes. I want to do like a horse girl club.
Can I join?
Yes.
Right now?
It's
Right now. Oh my God, that would be a dream.
Like, get girlies from LA, come here. We do a ride. We finish the ride. We all have lunch together. Have some fucking pilas and tequila.
You know how girls do book clubs? Like, I feel like a book club wouldn't be for me, but I could do a horse club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the homie think?
Pai, ¿tú qué dices?
¿Qué dice,
¿Jalas
compa?
o no jalas? He said yes.
Yeah, he said yeah.
He said yeah.
All right. So this is our episode sponsor, Pilas Energy Drink.
Delicious.
Made by Agave. It has vitamins. Amazing. 200 milligrams of caffeine.
Clean energy.
Ooh.
Clean energy.
I'm stoked.
Desde el rancho al mundo.
Period. I need this.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's actually pretty
ma'am.
good, low key. That's agave?
¿Tú quieres? ¿Tú
Made with
quieres, Pai?
agave.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Por eso, como dicen
It's
los
actually
papás,
really
ponte
good.
las pilas.
Ponte las pilas. Hija, tu madre, ponte las pilas.
Sí, güey. And all you did was you came back from working your 9 to 5. You're laying down on the couch.
Heaven
Tu madre,
forbid.
levántate.
Heaven
But-
forbid you take a little break.
But my comeback growing up was like, ¿y si soy hijo de mi madre? ¿Y qué? ¿Y qué?
Hija de tu madre. And it's always your
Exactly.
mom saying hija de tu madre
Yeah,
to you.
like, mamá, soy,
'Cause I
tú
am-
eres mi mamá.
Pues sí, soy hija tuya. Soy hija tuya. You know what? Can I touch on a topic
Should we?
that I think is near and dear for the
Is
girls?
it safe? Is it safe?
It's safe. It's always a safe space.
Should I walk away from this
No,
topic
no,
or
no,
can I
you're
be
fine.
joined
You're
them?
fine. You're fine. No, he's fine.
He's the background right
He's
now.
the background, yeah. Building an empire and building a business is one thing, okay? But do you think that you can do it by yourself? Or
Hell no.
tell me a little bit about the people who have helped you.
Oh my gosh. I think that, so let me backtrack. We're self-funded. So I haven't been able, but I haven't wanted to take any outside money. So if you don't take outside money and if you don't have a rich daddy, like it's going to be a very hard and humbling journey for you. But for me, I feel like I'm so rich because I have so much community. Like there are people from the very beginning that like really believed in Hija and like gave me their time. We traded, we collaborated. I think if you can collaborate, like you don't really need a lot of money. That's your team right there. Your community. Because it's like at the end of the day, like business is so much about relationships.
Yeah.
And because I'm also like very shy and awkward, and I think like networking is so hard for me, but what I can do is like make a friend,
Yeah.
You're
And
really
that-
good at that.
And
You're really good at that.
and like that's really all you need though. Like if you have a community of people that believe in you, you can do something for them, they can do something for you. Like that's truly I think why we've been able to stick around for this long.
Yeah, and I think it's an obvious thing, energies, and people's intentions, and right off the bat, like I think we're good enough to know like see through people's bullshit to keep it very simple.
Yeah.
Why are we talking here? What's the relationship here? And throughout time, people's true colors come out. Like, you remember who supported you when this wasn't even anything, to now where it's something, and who's still there, or who just came around, and so it's like a slippery slope because you get to the top and you're very successful. You have more eyes on you. More people want to be a part of your journey, but the very few actually believe in the brand for the right intentions. Like they just want to be around you to learn from you instead of like let me be around and just enjoy the fruits of their labor. And te dices como like, wait, no mames, like.
Exactly.
Like who's here when we're not selling anything or we don't have any content to put out there? Who's there brainstorming with us? So it's what does a friendship mean to you? Like what does that classify?
Oh my gosh. This one's hard because I have friends for different things.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of being an adult too. It's like this friend I can ride horses with, this person I can talk shit with. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, yeah.
this person I can just chill with and we don't even have to go out and drink.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, I don't know. I think there are so many different parts of me, but if I can share closely one part of me with one person, I think that, like, makes a good friend. You know what I mean? And, like, putting the barrier down and, like, being able to share, like, that's a good
I
friend.
love that. Yeah.
You don't got to do everything. You don't have to be my BFF for life necessarily. But I don't know. We're dynamic and like there's different parts to us. And
I think Jack has said it one time. One of classifies a great friend is low maintenance.
Low maintenance. It's my favorite thing. It's just, everybody's busy, and I don't want to sound like too cliche when I say this, but an entrepreneur is busy on steroids, because you're just like doing everything and you're always thinking and you're always like you're just always doing literally everything. And it's nice to have people who you can still have a genuine connection with, but you don't have to be talking to them 24/7. You don't have to be checking in with them every single day.
Yeah.
And you can just keep that low maintenance friendship, but it's still strong. It's still authentic. And those are my favorite types.
Yeah. And they don't use your busyness against you.
No.
You know,
Because they're
like-
busy too, because they're going after, they have the same ambition. They have the same goals. Maybe not the same, area of interest, but they're still on that grind just like you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
1,000%. There's one of your designs on your brand. It says, "I speak English, but I love in Spanish." Can you elaborate on that?
Dímelo, mami.
Dímelo, por
if you
favor.
know, you know. No, that's so we have a couple pieces. They say like I speak English but I love in Spanish, and then the front that says loves in Spanish. And I don't even really fully know how this happened. Just like one of those things that like popped in my head. I'm like, that's it. We got to do the thing, and no matter what, I'm gonna do the thing. And it like turned out to be like one of our consistent bestsellers. But I think what I meant by that is like to be loved in Spanish is like one of a kind.
More passionate.
Passionate. The words are different. There's more words for like to be loved, like te
Yes.
quiero, te amo, like te adoro. Like there's just like more to it than just like I love you. And I don't know, there's something about like the care that goes in Spanish, like in the way you speak to people you love, romantically or platonically. And so, I don't know. It's just like, I think it's successful because like, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
Like, there's no more explaining it.
Then at the phase in the era that you're in right now, can you tell me what love means to you?
I'm shy.
It's a safe space.
No.
It's a safe space.
Only the horses
I
are
love
listening
it.
to us.
I
What is
love
love?
this question. I love love. Like, I love talking about love. I love getting better at loving, like, again, romantically, platonically, and self as well. But your question is, how do I love? Or
What is love to you?
What is love to me? I think right now, love shows up as a practice. It's about, like, choosing love.
Mhm.
It's about, like, how can I show care to myself first, low-key,
Mhm.
so then I can
Mhm.
show care to others.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, like, little things. It's, like, did I take my walk today? Did I take my vitamins today? Did I eat something healthy that inspires me and that, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? It's, like, it's love is broken down to just, like, small daily choices. Did I spend quality time with my partner? Did I tell them they're doing a good job? Like, did I check in with them? Did I call my mom back? I think it's just like a lot of little practices.
I love that. And as a busy bee, because having you here and myself, we have a lot of women who are entrepreneurs or just simple go-getters.
Mm.
What does a partner have to be with somebody like you?
Oh my gosh. It's not for everybody.
Pa que digas, ponte las pilas, güey.
No, because it's true. And I'm saying this because it's for the women, it's difficult times for men and women in dating. You know what I mean? And so you know, everybody's starting, a lot of people want to start a business, want to do so many things, but it's difficult times. So I'd like to get the perspective of a female entrepreneur.
You know, if you're not going to help me, step aside. And it doesn't mean you have to. I mean, I'm in a very happy relationship right now with my partner, and him and I have been together like 4 years now. And he also helps me with the business. And even before, he came on salary, like, he was still helping me. And I like that. I like that. I love a helpful man.
It's my love language.
Tell me one thing that he did that you were like, oh, esto es cosa seria.
He did like some drywall in my warehouse, and I was like real specific.
A man that can get the job done.
Like, he doesn't even do drywall. You know what I mean? Like, he just figured it out. And that's what I like. Like, Daniel is very much like, I'll just figure it out. You know, like, he'll just figure it out to make me happy. And that's what I need. Like, I don't need a sugar daddy. I don't need none of that. Like, I just need someone who's going to show up for me. And like, what's mine is yours. That's very much like more my attitude. And so this feels like ours, you know, like, he puts in the work, I put in the work, and we're both winning.
I think both of you guys are the same.
Yeah.
You guys are
Cool.
Of course we are.
Cool.
You guys are successful entrepreneurs, you know, taking up space in this, it's cutthroat industry, right? Because you can be good one day, low the other day. And for a man to come into your life, there's a lot of things you guys already do on your own. You guys make your money. You guys have your home. You guys are driven. So what does a man need to do to be with someone like you? And it's the most simplest thing. Just
action.
Just
Literally just stop yapping and start doing. Sorry.
No,
a little
like,
cutthroat, but it's true.
No, it's so true. Like, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm not going to go on a tangent now, but like,
You can.
Please do this.
Please do.
I think
Look at the beautiful.
This is a perfect place to do this.
you can't, the other thing too is like, you can't fake it. That's the thing. It's like, if he's talking a little too much and not doing, like, I think you need to use the discernment.
Yes.
And
because
quickly, like, learn the lesson quickly, please.
Yes, because I feel like, well, I always say talk's cheap.
100%.
Talk is so cheap, and I can do this for you, and I'm going to do this. I wanted to take you here. I wanted to do. It's like, stop saying you want to do it and just do it. Like, it's really not that
It lands more than just the superficial stuff, which is nice car and money. It's like, can you fulfill what I want in life instead of like just a fun weekend? Okay, come Monday, we got to go back to work. You inspire me. Like, I think when you go to having a partner, like, does your partner inspire you to not just be a better partner, but be a better version of yourself, you know? And when you're dating someone that is already self-driven, it's like, all right, how can I show up? Because I cannot just show up así bien, sin nada, you know? Con flojera, pues.
You know what it is about a woman in business? That it requires a man to be a man. You can write that down. It's true, though. It's true, because a woman in business is already driven, already has everything that, you know, she wants. But in order for a man to step up, he has to be a man. Big capital letters, MAN. And a lot of times I feel like that's just difficult.
If not, some of them are just BOIs, just little boys.
Yes,
you know?
yes. But a woman in business requires a man.
Yeah. There is a great question that we landed on, and it says, ¿Quién te ha enseñado más sobre el amor?
Oh my gosh.
I got it through a good source.
I bet. I think I know. We're going to save that for part 2.
Yeah.
Oh, there's going to be a part 2 for sure.
I think for me, oh my gosh, it's so hard. But I think I want to say myself, because I for sure have, like, you know, it's been a journey. Like, life has been a really, like, journey for me, obviously, for everyone. And I think, like, I have really hated myself a lot in the past. And, like, you get comfortable in disliking yourself, and you get really used to, like, being your biggest critic. Yes. And I think in, like, kind of, like, chipping away at that and, like, giving yourself more grace and love, like, really helps you show up in the world better and be a better friend and a better daughter and partner and lover and blah, blah, blah. And so, yeah, I think myself.
Yeah, you can't be all of those things for somebody else when you're not even that for yourself. And I think that's a hard part for a lot of people to learn is how to love yourself first. Because, you know, we're human. We love having company. We love being in love with somebody. But if you can't even be that for yourself or show yourself that type of love, you know, it's very hard to become all that for somebody else, right? Because it's not just the physical part; it's the emotional, the mental. And when you don't have all that for yourself, then who else is going to show you that? So
it's
you know?
true. You can't be. Oh, we have.
He's
Back. He's back.
This is
Hola,
todo,
Pi.
compa.
Hola, Pi. He likes the shade.
What's up, boy?
Maybe we should ask him.
What do you think about love, bro? What do you think about love?
Horses and loyalty.
There he goes.
There he goes. Jose the horseman.
I know. Jose's a horse.
Jose's
right
killing
in
it.
front.
Wrangling the
You
horses.
got it.
Maybe walk and see if he follows you.
Watch just the camera, Jose.
No, he doesn't want to follow
Call him.
you. Come on.
You just gotta push him.
Yep, this is in the middle of the pod.
Yep.
There you go.
We're on his time. In case you didn't know that.
He's like, when's my call time, guys?
Come on, man. We're just horsing around.
Literally.
Literally. Just horsing around.
Oh,
Nothing crazy.
The baby boy.
it's cool. This is cool because we're in a obviously serious conversation flowing, and then all of a sudden, bam! There's just a
Bam,
big
pie.
old horse.
Damn,
Come
pie
in the
in your
middle.
face.
Yeah. It perfect quote for it. Let me know what you guys think. There's your plan, and then there's God's plan. You can be wanting so many things and think, oh, it's going to plan it this way, this way, this way, this way. Y al final del día, it's not up to you.
Mm-mm.
It's him. And how do you handle, like, what was the hardest lesson you had to go through where you realize, like, damn, it's not just up to me?
Oh my gosh, that's a lesson I'm still learning every day. That's the sad truth. I think I handle like rejection not the best, guys, unfortunately.
Really?
Same.
And so I think sometimes when like things don't go my way or had I hoped, it feels like such a failure.
Yeah.
But it's true. It's like you can plan and you can try and you can work and give it your all, but at the end of the day, sometimes certain things aren't up to you. And you got to make a decision. Are you going to dwell or are you going to keep it pushing?
Yeah.
And it's so hard because I love a good dwelling, a sad girl.
Ugh.
Let me just rot and be sad.
Yeah, just a little bit, you know,
Just
not too long, but just a little bit.
A little rot ain't going to kill me. But yeah,
But I think
it's tough.
we need those low days, you know, those tough days, because if you don't have them, we don't know what good days look like.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's what makes us like, yeah, being at the top is dope, but what shapes this is like, yo, like I remember I was down bad over here in last year, a couple months ago. The version I am now, it's because I had to go through X, Y, and Z, and you're the one that had to go through that. So no one can take that away from you. We just like right now we're fortunate enough to have this version of you, but we didn't see your rockera stage, or we didn't meet you at your traveling stage, and then the year one of this business that you have. So
Right.
everybody gets to meet you now, but let us tell you a little bit about our story now, right? So it's like, it's so much that goes into
Totally.
like, por nosotros, like, wow, we're about to go in 5 years, and we're like,
Damn.
that's not a long time yet. Pero otras, no mames, es un
Dude,
tiempo.
people
güey."
don't make it to the whole season of a pod, you know?
Yeah.
Here you are.
Well, even how Jack said at the beginning, business, especially a clothing
Yeah.
business. You know,
Oof.
do you remember the first time someone bought one of your pieces?
1,000%. Yeah.
And how did that feel? Because this is something you're putting everything into, and someone went out of the way, spend their hard-earned money to be like, I'm gonna buy a piece.
Especially when it's someone you don't know.
Oh my god.
When it's
Sí.
not your
Yes,
community.
feeling.
Que a veces tus
When it's
compas,
really like
güey,
a
pásame
lead.
algo."
The best feeling. I remember when I first started Hija, It was like in November. So I remember like worked so hard. I made my website. I made my products. It looked so cute. And I was like, okay, guys, I'm going to launch. I launch, and it's literally crickets.
She's like, why am I not sold out in the first 5 minutes?
Like, I'm like, guys, hello, what happened?
Store's open.
Hello. And it was like that for weeks. And then I got my first order, and it felt so good. I remember, like, I didn't even ship it to her because I was so excited. I was like, I'm going to drive this. I'm, like, looking back, I'm like, damn, I looked psychotic.
She said,
I was like,
here.
I'm going to Uber this. I'm going to personally deliver this to you. Oh, my God, so embarrassing. But that's what I did. And then I remember, like, eventually, like, things started to snowball and things, like, popped off after that. And so, yeah, it's like, again, going back to your point, it's like you work and you plan and you envision it going a certain way.
Yeah.
And it doesn't, but it's all part of the plan.
What's sorry,
I was
Jack.
going to ask, okay, Patty, imagínate esto, okay?
A ver, cierra los ojos.
Cierra los ojos. At your age now, you look back 10 years ago and you find little Patty, 20-something-year-old that's deciding, oh, I want to open a business. What are you telling her if you could go back? What are you saying to her?
Oh, my gosh. I would tell her to give herself more grace. I feel like I've been saying that a lot this whole podcast, but it's really about grace because I never gave myself permission to, like, be kind, to be gentle to myself, to be forgiving. You know, that is, like, a new practice. Mm-hmm. And I think, like, you know, being, like, first of all, eldest daughter, second daughter of immigrants is, like, you really don't learn how to do that. Mm-hmm. You know, you're not given the space to, like, fail and to forgive yourself. And, like, it's okay that you messed up. You know, it's like you are scrutinized for screwing up a lot of the time. And I think, like, I just, like, never learned that it's okay to mess up and try again. And I think I would have liked, you know, to have someone kind of tell me that or give myself the permission at least. Mm. Yeah.
So is that something you wish you have heard or been told growing up?
Like, don't fuck this up.
No, like you can fuck it up. Like it's okay to mess up.
You don't got to be perfect.
Absolutely not. No way.
You wouldn't have want that said to you?
Oh, no. Like, would I want it or did I hear it?
Yeah, like what's something you always wish that was told to you growing up that you wish you would have learned a lot sooner?
Oh, my gosh. I think aside from the grace is like, I don't know, to like trust yourself. Because I think too, like, I don't know, I love my family so much, but they were for sure like, you know, like the helicopter age of parents too. Like, so like very much like, don't do this. You can't go outside. Put a helmet on. Which is like, okay, fine, I'll put the helmet on. But like, you know, I think I really had like overprotective parents and like rightfully so, I understand. But I think that like kind of creates this sense of like insecurity. Like you don't trust yourself because there's always someone kind of watching you and telling you what to do. And like you kind of learn to like, I don't know, like everyone else must be right, you know? And like, spoiler alert, they're not right. You know, you're right. And you need to learn how to trust yourself.
The compa's right. Come on.
Hi, Pie.
You were waiting for that one, huh, Pa? This way.
He just wants to be this main character. It's giving main character.
So good.
We're going to use this as an intro, right?
All horse people, comment down below. If you know, you
took
know.
His hat off. He's working.
All right. I think this is a perfect way. I love doing my research. I'm going to show you a photo, and
I'm scared.
I'll go from there.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, my gosh. What? You guys do, like, real journalism over here. I'm scared.
Ay, qué bonita.
Dude, R.I.P. to my Gap tooth. I miss her. Aww. Dude, how far back did you scroll?
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
God damn. You guys know who Nardwar is, the music journalist? You know who he is. He'd be, like, doing the same thing. I'm so impressed.
Would that little girl be proud of who she
Oh my
you are
God,
today?
she'd be freaking out. You know, like when I was growing up, like I grew up in the IE.
Yeah.
So like for those who aren't familiar,
Okay.
IE is IEing. You know, like
Yeah.
it's like
The IE is IE.
and it's no disrespect, but it's like a place that is very underserved, very forgotten, like very disrespected. And I think like, you know, like to think that like a girl from Colton, California, from the freaking 909 is like out here like creating and creating in a big way is like really cool. But I think a part of me like, you know, when I was growing up, like even in the 5th grade, I remember thinking, like watching Legally Blonde and being like, if she could do it, I could do it.
Yeah.
And so like I always knew like I'm going to leave Colton. I'm going to do something really big. Like I can't wait to go to college. Like I was that kid that was like, I can't wait to get out of here. And so like I would be so stoked at me right now. For
As
sure.
you should,
As you should.
Queen.
Yeah.
As you should, Queen. You have put in so much work. And I mean, I just can't help wonder, like, what's next for you? What you have reached all of this, you know, to this point. But what's next for you? And not just in your businesses, but for Patty, like,
Yeah.
you know, business, spiritually, personally, what's going on?
You know, I think what's next is to be present. It's like
Oh, damn.
Say it louder for those in the back.
Wow.
truly, you know, like it's important to have goals and to have like a North Star that keeps you moving. But I think for me, like I really need to focus on the present and just like enjoying the fruits of my labor and being kind to myself. Like I need a break, low key. Yeah, I'm like in my own little like burnout phase of life, and I'm like I need to take care of it because if I don't take care of it, I will regret it.
Yeah.
So for what's next is to be present and to be in the moment.
I love that.
100% happens. Well, thank you so much for setting this up for us.
Guys,
And
thank you.
I
first
know.
time, well, second time in filming outside in a rancho, but first time we're having a horse in the pod.
No, this is unique, you guys. This is really, really unique. I mean, can we talk a little bit about what's going on here? I mean, I don't think the camera's going to do justice to what I'm seeing right now, but we're on a ranch in Yucca Valley, Nob Hill Ranch.
Nob Hill Ranch.
And it's where they have horses and land and in a state where you can rent it out. It's beautiful, you guys. It's absolutely stunning. It's like a little break from the city if you need it.
Yeah, we'll put all this information in the description on YouTube. And
Mhm.
make sure you guys are following the one and only Patty. For people to know, where can they follow you?
Oh my gosh, you could follow me at Hija De Tu Madre, at Leather by Father on TikTok and IG, and shop our collection at walmart.com.
Compren.
Yes,
Compren.
ma'am.
Let's see Latinos in big retail doing big things.
Yeah.
This is for us. So thank you guys.
Thank you so
Thanks for
much. It's also
coming
like
on,
podcast.
Patty.
Hello, baby.
We did